This land has changed. I have seen it in the mountains. I have seen it on the coasts. And I have felt it in the air. Much of what once was has been lost. For few still live who remember. A darkness has crept over the lands of Great Kourend. The plight of the citizens continues to go unheeded as the corruption of the council thickens. All while a mysterious entity lies in wait, watching their every move. The immortals of Osseous grow uneasy following the death of Thana, the first known record since the ascent of Trebon Osseous. With the aid of the Tessakal, a sinister device was detected siphoning power from the Dark Altar. Though quickly disposed of, the question still remains: who put it there in the first place? And to what end? The once proud warriors of Shazia no longer trust those in power. With the recent disappearance of Phileas Rimor, it has become quite clear that Lord Shazian is trying to cover something up. But what? Could it have something to do with the second Dark Altar found under Mount Keda Mortem? Or perhaps the more recent discovery that Lord Shazian's ancestor, King Shazian VII, and the terrible tyrant Xeric were in fact one and the same? A righteous tale indeed. The noble dwarves of Lovercange, steadfast though they may be, dwell in constant fear of the wintertokes, a mythical being of unknown origins which, if left unchecked, could render all of Xea into a frozen wasteland. The beast has been slowly building energy from a crack formed in the Doors of Dihn, but at least for now, the Lovercangians can find solace in the recovery of Din's hammer from that forsaken tower adorning the shores to the west. But even so, rumors still begin to circulate that the doors have been sabotaged. But by who? And why? The farmers of Hasidius, the lifeblood of Great Kourend, have begun to sense changes on the horizon. With word of Artur Hasidius' discovery of the long-lost Twill Accords, many Hasidians grow restless in waiting for their lord to make his move on the council. But will he side with his people? Or will he plunge the lands further into the depths of despair? The denizens of Piscalarius are all too familiar with strife. With crime on the rise and the council's investigations getting nowhere, the weary fishermen have just one question. Where is Lady Piscalarius? Unbeknownst to them, Lady Shauna has gone underground, disguising herself as the Queen of Thieves to amass the largest resistance group in the kingdom, the Saviors of Kourend. While the lords of the other houses sit idly by, she has begun to shed light on the lies and corruption of the council. It's only a matter of time until she makes her next move. My name is Marcus Aurelius, and the kingdom of Great Kourend is my home. I have ploughed the fields of Hasidius, and I have fished the shores of Piscalarius. I have choked on the sulfur of Lovercange, and I have studied in the great library of Osseous. I've served my time in the armies of Shazian, and I was there for the construction of the great statue. I have seen these lands prosper, but recently, I must confess myself disillusioned with our so-called leaders. I have seen the council's affiliation with the vile disciples of Yema with my own eyes. I have felt the sting of dark magic upon my flesh with my own hands. Through many trials and tribulations, I have recovered the missing pages from the memoirs of our late king, and I have learned the truth. The death of the king and the imprisonment of his daughter is not what it seems. The council has cheated and lied to us for far too long, and I will remain silent no longer. Rise up, sons and daughters of Xea. Stand with the Saviors of Kourend, and we will return this land to the monarchy that once made us prosper. The tyranny of the council is at its end. For if they won't respect us as a kingdom divided, then they shall fear us as a kingdom united.